afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Monday, September 14th, 2015. This is Texan TV News from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas, and I am Katie Armstrong. In campus news, Tarleton State University officials say that the university has set a record for total enrollment for the fourth year in a row with 12,326 students. This is an increase of 6% from last year and up 25% from 2011. Based on the official 12th class day report. Tarleton also significantly increased its minority enrollments in 2015. The number of Hispanic students is up 23%, reaching 1,869, and African American student enrollment grew 7% to 1,136. It is clear that Tarleton attracts the best and brightest students in increasing numbers, said Tarleton President Dr. F. Dominic DeTavio. We are a student-focused university dedicated to providing a real-world experience at an affordable price at our locations in Stephenville, Fort Worth, Waco, Midlothian, and online. Also, in campus news, with a lead early in the third quarter, the Flash sports editor Brad Keith reports that it looked as if the Tarleton Texans team would celebrate a fourth straight season opening win at Memorial Stadium this last Saturday. But then, everything changed, as the University of Findlay Oilers ended the game on a 21-3 run of its own to defeat the Texans at 35-34, handing Tarleton its first season opening loss since 2011. Tarleton finished with 10 penalties for 114 yards, though Findlay returned some of those favors by drawing 8 flags for 101 yards. The Oilers amassed 598 yards of offense, including almost 400 after halftime, when they outscored the Texans at 21-10. The game was accompanied by a tailgate where students, alumni, and fans geared up to support the Texans. For the new regulations regarding tailgating for the 2015 season, be sure to check your emails, as the new rules were sent out late last week. In regional news, the Flash reports that Cowboy Capital of the World, PRCA Rodeo, is just about here, and so is a celebration of Stephenville's Western heritage. Last year, 25 of the 120 rodeo contestants at the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, Nevada, lived in or within 30 miles of Stephenville. The Cowboy Capital Rodeo Committee works hard every year to put on as successful rodeo as they can, not only for the community, but for the contestants as well. Along with the rodeo, the committee is hosting the Rodeo Queen contest for residents and students of Erath and adjoining counties. The Cowboy Capital of the World Pro Rodeo Association is looking to crown young ladies that show an understanding of the sport, a positive attitude, and a passion for the learning in the Western way of life. Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce, Judy Danley, said, "The cowboy heritage is very, very important to Stephenville and its residents. The goal is to choose young women the week of the annual rodeo that will represent Stephenville and the Western traditions as the area's rodeo contestants do." And now for a live interview on the production of the rodeo. We caught up with Cowboy Capital of the World PRCA Rodeo Secretary Ben Clements just to tell us a little bit about what really goes on for the planning of this rodeo.
The planning of the rodeo, it takes us all year long, from the time we get done on Sunday evening to the next, when we start the next year. It's a full year of planning everything. There's a group of us that have come together. There's actually 12 of us on the voting board, and we work really hard, and then we've picked up some junior members or associate members to be on our board, and they work really hard as well. So we start meeting, we meet about once a month until we get close to the rodeo, and then we tighten that down, and we're meeting like every week and just getting things done and trying to get everybody organized and everything coordinated so that we can have a great rodeo that is a great representation of Stephenville, Texas, and the Cowboy Capital of the World. The Cowboy Capital of the World Pro Rodeo is a unique event, and it's something that I look forward to each year. There's all kinds of good stuff that go into the rodeo. Of course, we have the rodeo performances on Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday afternoon, but there's more than that. We have a county roping, we have a Queen's contest, we have what's called the show, and it's a fashion show that happens before the rodeo. And so all kinds of good stuff, the parade, I mean, there's everything that goes into Rodeo Heritage Week and being associated with the Cowboy Capital Cowboy Capital of the World PRCA Rodeo. So it's just a wonderful week and a wonderful time, and lots of events that fit every aspect of whatever you might want to do. The queen of the Cowboy Capital PRCA Rodeo is a representative of not only the community of Stephenville, but the rodeo itself. And so, you know, we look for someone with an outgoing personality, someone that is all about rodeo, and someone that will represent our organization to the fullest.
As you can see, lots of preparation and hard work goes into planning this event every year. For more information, please log on to www.cowboycapitalprcarodeo.com. Now today's international news, brought to you by the Associated Press.
This is AP News Minute. Migrants and refugees trying to travel to Germany are stuck in Vienna as Germany suspended all trains from Austria on Sunday. About 600 migrants remain on the platforms at the railway station. Shuttle service was also suspended. Israeli police said on Sunday they had restored calm around Jerusalem's most sensitive holy site after early morning clashes with Palestinian protesters. Rocks and firecrackers were allegedly thrown at police as they barricaded themselves inside a mosque. The clashes took place hours before the onset of the Jewish New Year. Firefighters worked to rescue workers at a Tulsa fairground ride after one worker was killed and another injured. The workers were doing routine maintenance on a ride called the Sky Ride when their basket they were in fell to the ground. And the zoo in Georgia's capital has reopened 3 months after a devastating flood killed more than half of its 600 animal population. Among the animals greeting the first visitors was the zoo's hippopotamus, which had escaped during the flooding and was found wandering through the city square. Emily Roseman, Associated Press with AP News Minute.
Today's weather is brought to you by weather.com. We should see sunny skies today with winds out of the south at 14 miles per hour. We have a 0% chance of rain, and we should see a high of 91 degrees with a low of 63 degrees. Today's broadcast was produced by myself, Katie Armstrong, and Dalton Wolverton. You can watch Texan TV News live Monday through Friday at 12:30 p.m. on Northland Cable Channel 9. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texan TV News on Facebook. I'm Katie Armstrong, and tune in on Monday for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus here in Stephenville, Texas.